Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eric Yasir. My official number is A1M2XN113. So, in this video, I will explain about style atau gaya bahasa. Okay, language style is a way of pronouncing language in prose or something an author reveals something to be raised. Language style is a way of expressing thoughts through language in distinctive manner shows the soul and the personality of the author or speaker. With language style, speakers intend to make their language presentation interesting, rich, solid, clear, and better able to emphasize the ideas to be conveyed, create a certain atmosphere, and display an aesthetic effect. The aesthetic effect causes literary works of artistic value. The artistic value of literary work is not limited just by the style of language alone, but also by the style of storytelling or composition growth. However, it was the language style that contributed greatly to value achievement. Okay. Style is the use of the wealth of language by someone in speaking or writing. Use of certain variants to obtain specific effect. The overall linguistic features of a group of literary writers. Distinctive ways in expressing thoughts and feeling in written or verbal form. Oke, jadi gaya bahasa juga bermakna cara mengungkapkan pikiran melalui bahasa secara khas yang memperlihatkan jiwa dan kepribadian penulis atau pemakai bahasa. Hal ini diungkapkan oleh Keraf Dalamurtono pada tahun 2010. Gaya bahasa ini bersifat individu dan juga bersifat kelompok. Gaya bahasa yang bersifat individu disebut ideolek, sedangkan yang bersifat kelompok disebut dialek. Gaya bahasa memungkinkan kita dapat menilai pribadi, watak, dan kemampuan seseorang ataupun masyarakat yang menggunakan bahasa tersebut. Okay, next I will explain about the 5 kinds of styles. Yang pertama, frozen style, because the form it used has never changed from time to time and by whoever the speaker is. Yang kedua itu formal style, because the pattern and the rules have been formally defined as standard and its use is designed in formal situation. This kind of style is commonly used in educational situation, government office, speech, lectures, textbook, and official meeting, and etc. Okay, the third is consultative style. Because the formalized between the formal style and the informal style, the use of the consultative style is mostly used by entrepreneur or business people, but it's also commonly used in school talks and meeting or talks that are result or production oriented. For the example, the language used by students when discussing, lecturers who are teaching, and others. The fourth is casual style. Because allegorical form is widely used, which is shortened form at the level of words, phrase, and sentence. Besides, there are many lexical elements of dialects and regional elements. This language style is commonly used by speakers in coffee shops, in recreational areas, on the side of the road, and other casual conversation. Dan yang terakhir itu adalah intimate style. Because it is usually used by speakers and the relationship is very familiar, it has almost the same characteristic as a casual style. But in this intimate style, the use of the allegory is too much so that it is impossible for anyone to understand it without knowing the situation. This intimate style is commonly used by family members, close friends, and others. Selanjutnya, saya akan menjelaskan tentang fungsi style atau fungsi gaya bahasa. Gaya bahasa berfungsi sebagai alat untuk meyakinkan atau mempengaruhi pembaca atau pendengar. Gaya bahasa juga berkaitan dengan situasi dan suasana pengarang atau penutur. Dengan demikian dapat dikemukakan bahwa fungsi gaya bahasa dalam suatu tuturan adalah: pertama, uplifting, artinya dapat meningkatkan minat pendengar untuk mengikuti apa yang disampaikan pembicara. Kedua is influence or persuade readers or listeners, artinya dapat membuat pembaca atau pendengar semakin yakin dan mantap terhadap apa yang disampaikan oleh penutur. Yang ketiga, menciptakan keadaan perasaan hati tertentu, artinya dapat membawa pembaca hanya dalam suasana hati tertentu seperti kesan baik atau buruk, perasaan senang atau tidak senang, benci dan sebagainya setelah menangkap apa yang dikemukakan oleh pembicara. Yang keempat is amplifying effect, yakni dapat membuat pembaca terkesan oleh gagasan yang disampaikan oleh penutur. There are 3 types of language style based on the tone produced by this choice of words. First is low pitch language style or simple style. Produce message expression that are easily understood by various layers of readers. For example, in textbook, presenting facts and evidence. Yang kedua adalah medium pitch language style, a series of words arranged according to synthetic principles by creating an atmosphere of pitch and coolness. For example, in seminars, kinship and politeness. Yang ketiga adalah a high pitched language style expressed intent powerful, using a choice of words full of vitality, energy, and universal truth. This style uses words full of majesty and glory that can immerse the reader or listener emotion. This word is often used to move masses in a great numbers. Okay, I think enough for me to explain about style atau gaya bahasa. I hope you enjoy with my video. I close by saying wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.